in the background. Bugs. What's up, guys? Welcome to BHT Grooming. We've got subscribers only mode going on here for all of you awesome subscribers out there. So everybody that does comment is a subscriber, and I appreciate that. And maybe I should have done it without subscribers. I mean, you know, get all kinds of crazy people coming in here. What's up, Lewis? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope everything is well. Hope your beard is looking fantastic. What do you think? Should I go for the handlebars or not? Yay or nay? What's up, guys? Frankie, good to see you in the chat today, brother. We got Raw. Good to see you all. Try it out. I'm definitely going to try the handlebars out. You know what I mean? I'm starting to grow this stash out. Oh yeah, it's getting thicker. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. And hopefully everybody's having a great midweek today. And I do want to talk about some things. And I want to say, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You like that title? It's not clickbait. My question is, are you kidding me? Are people really in 2025 going to Walmart, to Target, and buying beard products? I mean, seriously, are we really still in like late 2016, 2015, where everything is just kind of coming out on the market? Is that where we still are today? Are we still years later? I'm talking about, 10 years, a decade later, are we still really going on Amazon or Google and typing in for Amazon beard oil or beard products? I mean, especially the ones out there that are, don't even know what beard products are. I've heard of beard oil before. I think I need to get some type of beard balm or something. I mean, don't you love it when people call it beard balm? Like a BOMB, like a beard balm, like it's just gonna blow up and it's just your beard's gonna be in pieces. Abe, good to see you today. Good to see you. It is very comfortable today. It's like gonna be about 60 degrees today. Man, amazing. I'm doing well. Really good, Lewis. Doing really good. I'm just really busy, but that's a good thing. Some people don't even use products. Exactly. I mean, there's so many levels when it comes to men and their knowledge about grooming. I mean, you got 17 in the chat right now, and about probably only 4 or 5 of them actually care to be a man and, talk about this subject. I mean, there's so many people that'll come in and sit in the background and they won't say nothing. Even people in the bearded community might just come in and not say nothing. Why aren't you saying anything? I want to hear from you. I want to have a conversation. But they'll come in, they'll leave, they'll kind of sit in the background just to listen, to kind of see what's going on at BHT. No dialogue, no conversation, just coming, sitting in the back, want to know what's going on, and boom, out the door you go. But listen, guys, have a conversation. We're all men here. A lot of men coming in don't even know why they're here. Certainly, God forbid they ever hit that like button for sure. Honestly, didn't know much until I hit YouTube. When I ran up on you and a few other people on YouTube, that's why I know so much now about beard care and beard routines. Awesome. I told 2 others the other day, don't even know that they made products for beard care. Said they would check it out. My brother-in-law uses White Rain shampoo for his beard and complains that his beard is dry and wiry. I tried to educate him, stubborn. It's the truth. It is the truth, Abe. And I'm thankful for you guys having enough courage to throw a comment out there and say something. I mean, a lot of people are just bashful, shy, and just don't want to talk. It's fine. Y'all don't want to be here at BHT. That's fine. You don't have to be here. Nobody's holding a gun to your head making you stay here. But I guarantee it's a community where you'll be encouraged. You'll grow. Not just the way your face looks, but you're just grow as a man and your masculinity, in life. But that's not necessarily what we're going to talk about today. I'm absolutely blown away and amazed that people still all the time go buy lackluster products from big box stores. And I know they do this because if they didn't, they wouldn't have these lackluster products in the big box stores. I mean, no, I'm not trying to be mean and take shots at companies like Everyman Jack. I mean, I'm sure that they've got some good, they started out well. Maybe they put a good product out in the beginning. I don't know. I wasn't really on the front side of when they started their company. I couldn't tell you. But I do know that Everyman Jack does not have fantastic products. They don't have horrible products, but they don't have fantastic products. They don't have a good beard butter, I'll tell you that. A lot of people will argue with me, and that's okay. We can have an argument about this, all right? We can argue. I would love to debate this with you. Beard cream, beard butter, what's the difference? There are companies that have beard butter. They call it beard cream. I know one company that is actually a big company. Well, I don't know how big they really are, but they're big enough that they do like private labeling for other companies. I know that because I know the company, and I do not have my stuff private labeled. The only labels I do is from me. I make my own stuff. You could probably tell when you look at it. You can tell it's not like, $100, $150, $300 labels. They're good, decent labels, but I do the best I can with what I have. But when you open up a Everyman Jack beard butter, you can literally go to the store and open it up. It does not have no seal on it. Which if I had my stuff in a big box store, I would probably have a seal on it just to make sure that it is not tampered with. That's just some thoughts that I have. I mean, do you guys ever have these random thoughts when you look at products and you just think, I may end up putting seals on my stuff. I don't right now because it's so small batch that I don't sell it in stores. I just ship it straight from my house to your house. So the only person that could open it up is you or me, and obviously I'm the one that makes it. So you're not going to have nobody tampering with it and messing with it. Obviously, you would know if they messed with it in transit. But here's the deal. You open up their beard butter, and it's like a liquid, runny consistency, and some people swear up and down they love it. They love the way it makes their beard feel. Let's see here, lackluster products or don't use any at all. My brother-in-law considers all beard products to be a snake oil. And you know what? That is the mentality a lot of men have. And they'll never know. They'll never know until they try it and see the difference. I always tell people, if you don't believe it, just try it. Try it. I mean, the results is there. The results are there. The proof is in the pudding. You can look at pudding all day long, but the proof is when you eat it. You could tell it's made really, really good. And so I know that when I started my beard products, starting out, I did the same thing. I got Everyman Jack. I used the liquid butter or whatever, the beard butter they call it. I got the beard wash from them. I actually went and got Gillette, King Gillette. And I've tried their stuff too. And they had the same consistency in their beard butter. It's beard cream and beard softener is what they call that stuff, beard softener. It's not even necessarily a beard butter, it's beard softener. Have you guys ever seen those at the store? Beard softener. And they charge, they're getting higher in the price, and their stuff's really not that good. Definitely doesn't really smell amazing. They might have just a few scents like sandalwood. That's the one I remember from Everyman Jack. In fact, it's Christmas time, and when Black Friday was about to happen, I seen all these Everyman Jack stuff out there and on sale, these kits, all kinds of stuff they're trying to sell with it. What was another one? There was a new one out there this year that had a Yellowstone. It was like it was almost like a collaboration with Uncle Willie, or what is it? Is it Uncle Willie? Uncle Willie, maybe. Did a collaboration with Yellowstone, trying to sell it to cowboys. you need beard products. Again, you know, and you even have these days, Dr. Squatch coming out with Wet Willie. That's what it is. Is it Wet Willie? I don't think it's Wet Willie. Is it? Wet Willie is when you know, the whole finger in your ear deal. Nasty. Wild Willie. That's what it is. Wild Willie, not Wet Willie. Can you guys hear me still? Let me know if you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? I just got a phone call, even though my phone is on Do Not Disturb, and you know, I don't understand it. Do Not Disturb, and then you still get a phone call. Maybe I need to figure out and get with one of you guys to figure out how to get it where when somebody tries to call me, it goes straight to voicemail when I'm doing these live streams. But Philip, good to see you. Randy, good to see you. But here's the thing. Are you kidding me? People still go for the cheap stuff, you know? And here's what happens. This is one of the reasons why a lot of men these days fall in the trap of not believing in beard products. You ready for it? It's this. They try something because maybe somebody bought them a gift for Christmas or their birthday or Father's Day, of some lackluster product. Maybe somebody typed in on Amazon and some random store, because by the way, Amazon has thousands of stores, people selling stuff all over the country on there. Doesn't mean that it's a great product, even though it might have 5 stars and stuff, because people can buy stars in reviews. Just so you know that people can come on there and there are robots that can do that stuff. So you just don't know for sure until you get a hold of somebody that you can see their face. You can kind of get an idea of their reaction and know if somebody's just blowing smoke up your tail or if they're being honest. I mean, most of the time you can go to a YouTube channel and just kind of sense that something is a paid ad or if somebody's just honestly being authentic and real. But they'll get like an everyman jack and they'll put it in their beard and they're like, okay, this is going to help me grow a great beard. And first of all, they probably don't even know how to use the oil in the first place, because who looks up YouTube videos on beard care? Not a whole lot of people just think one day, I'm going to look up on YouTube a routine of how to use beard oil. Now, they might Google it, and maybe they do, and they use it every single day, and all of a sudden they start getting these ingrown hairs that are like pimples under their beard, and it drives them nuts, and it's, you know, they try to pop them and it's bloody, and I know that kind of sounds nasty and sick, but it's a very bad taste in your mouth that you get when it comes to starting out trying to grow a beard. And then you think, you know, this is stupid. Beard oil is just not for me, because when I use it, it breaks my skin out. But what they don't know, because they're not educated, is that not every beard oil is created equal. Every beard oil is different. I mean, I've got beard company friends that have beard oils, but they're completely different than mine. And a lot of theirs are great. There's a lot of beard companies out there that just have okay stuff, you know, and it seems like the bigger a beard company starts leveling up and getting bigger, they're usually bought out by somebody else, and then they just kind of like their whole quality just goes out the window, because it's all about mass production now, and let's make the almighty dollar and not worry about the end user. So, and there's a lot of people out there, and I don't know if Everyman Jack started out that way, and that's kind of where they're at now. I don't know how their origins were when they started, or Gillette. Gillette obviously has been huge forever, so I think that they probably just started making something because they realized that there's something to this beard care industry. There's a lot of people making beard butters, beard oils. Let's make a beard cream. Let's market it to soften beards and all these things. And I even got wrapped up in the whole American Crew, because back in the day when I had head hair, I love the smell of American Crew. I love to use their fiber. There's a time where I used the pomade before I switched, because it seemed like it was too like greasy in my hair. So I wanted a more natural look. So I went fiber, but I liked American Crew. I still use some of that from my son's hair, but I thought, you know, American Crew and a beard oil, man, I'm going to buy it. And it wasn't the best. I mean, I can't even remember what the carrier oils were in it or the ingredients, but when you have a whole lot of ingredients on a box that has a beard oil in it, I would tell you right now, if you have a beard oil that comes in a box, or however you buy it at the store, and it's got a lot of ingredients, some ingredients that you don't understand, that's probably a telltale sign that you have the wrong thing. I like to be as natural as possible. Now, I know that there are fragrance oils that I use. We use fragrances when we spray, and I'm going to talk about one here in a minute. So they're not all actual natural 100%, products that we buy, but we understand when we go buy fragrances that they're not all natural. We know this. They're aromatic. Some of them are synthetic, but we know that and we still put it on our bodies. But my main deal is if I can just make sure that I have great ingredients and it doesn't have to have a whole lot, but it does a great job. I know and I have a track on what I'm putting in my beard. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm putting in my beard. I know what oils are in my beard, and it makes it easier. See, here's the thing. Let's say you go out and there's nothing wrong with this. In fact, I enjoy exotic blends that have sometimes 10, 15 oils in it, pumpkin seed, different seed oils. There's nothing wrong with that. Meadow foam seed oil, there's nothing, I like those oils. But here's the thing that if you're not like somebody like myself that has tested hundreds, maybe even up to 1,000 of products, and you buy something that's got like 15 oils in it, how do you know which carrier oil is the one that has messed clogged your pores? And that's a double-edged sword in itself, because you could have a great carrier oil and everything works great for you, but you could be putting too much oil in your beard too, and on your skin, where you're clogging your pores. So it's a fine art that you have to learn, and it takes some time. You can't understand this overnight, and I don't expect you to learn it overnight. But here's the thing. When you have a lot of carrier oils, you have to figure out if you're starting to get clogged pores and you know that you're not putting a lot of oil on your skin, that that's not the issue. You're not clogging it because you're overdoing it. What oil is in that carrier blend that is possibly messing your skin up? And so, at least for my stuff right now, I've got 5 carrier oils. So you got jojoba, which is the most natural, most closest mimicking the natural sebum oil from your sebaceous glands. So the oil that your body normally puts out through your sebaceous glands in your face, the little glands where you have oils that come out, the jojoba is the closest that you will find that mimics almost a 1-for-1 of the natural sebum oils in your beard. And so that one's still a good one. There's no problems with that one. Then you have argan oil, or argan oil. A lot of people call it argan oil. Very, very good heat protectant. It's great at locking in moisture. So it's a great, great carrier oil. It's got great benefits. And then sweet almond oil is another great one. Almond oil is fantastic. And then you have everything outside of that. Those are like your 3 main big guys that you've been around forever, and they just they can handle a lot. People rely on those. In fact, almost every oil, even Everyman Jack, you will find jojoba in it. All right, because everybody knows jojoba is the most natural oil that you'll find. But I've got castor, because castor is another one that's fantastic for your hair growth, promotes growth, but it's thicker, it's slower absorbing, and it does a great job with making it's a little bit heavier oil, it is, because it's thicker, but it does make your beard look fuller. And that's one of the reasons why I like castor oil. It's always been great for me. And so, going back to the butter deal, a lot of companies have that butter that's like a runny consistency, and the reason why they have that is why it's runny is because the first ingredient. I always do this every time. I'm going to tell you this: if you ever find a butter that's out in public, that's not from like a small batch company like myself, that it's not going to have it in there, always look at the ingredients. And if the first ingredient in anything that's not a beard wash or conditioner says aqua, that's the very first ingredient. And you know what that means? It's the most. Now, when ingredients are red, they are red like this. They're supposed to be. The number one thing that's written on an ingredient is the most consistency that's in that ingredient. So if aqua is number 1 on the ingredient, that means that product is made up of mostly water. And then whatever the next one is, it'd be the second most, you know, it would consist the second ingredient. God, if I could say that right, the second ingredient would be the next second thing that's the most in that product. Okay, and so aqua being the first one, water, we should never have water and aqua in our products unless it's a water shower product. And the reason why, I know a lot of people don't understand it, but let me give you kind of like a kind of like, break it down in layman's terms, if you will. The reason why is because when you have water in anything and it sits over time, it can become a place that harbors bacteria. It's just what it does. And so look at it this way. If you have a beard product that has like a shower thing, shower product, you're going to have some ingredients in that you may not even know, like citric acid and all these other different, surfactants, and those are the cleaning agents that's in it. But you're going to have these little ingredients that are supposed to help with bacteria, preventing it from happening, which prolongs the shower, wash or conditioner to last long, have a shelf life that's not going to bring in that bacteria. It's going to protect it. But when you have it in your beard products, like your oils, your balms, and your butters, check this out. You're going to have more ingredients in that you shouldn't have to have. It shouldn't. I mean, you should literally be able to honestly go buy some oils that you like, put them together, and you can use them in your own beard. You can. I mean, nobody's stopping anybody from buying actual carrier oils and using them in your beard. That's as natural as you can do it, and it works. Now, not anybody can have the same type of oil that everybody has. Like, for instance, my carrier oil, it uses the same as something that you can go buy on Amazon, or you go buy at these big wholesale, retailer or wholesale companies that sell big bulk of oils and stuff. But then it gets down to this. How much jojoba do I put in? How much argan do I put in? How much castor do I put in? How much marula do I put in? How much sweet almond oil do I put in? If I put avocado oil, how much avocado, hemp seed oil, metal foam seed oil, babassu oil, Abyssinia oil. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Pumpkin seed oil, or shea nut oil, or you name it. We can keep on putting stuff in here. But how do you know what that perfect blend is going to be that's going to make your beard go bam and just look amazing? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's what I thought in the get-go. Years ago, I thought, well, if I just throw some oils together, I'm going to have a great beard oil. And then you put the beard oil in, you mix it all together, and then all of a sudden you got so much frizz going on, or it just doesn't fluff and look full. It just looks dead. It just doesn't style well. I mean, it comes down to a fine art, guys, of finding a great blend when it comes to how much ratio of this, how much ratio of this. This is where I'm at, this is where I'm at, and that's what makes beard companies so proud of their product, because they put a lot of time and effort into it, and they know their formula. They've got it written down. You could buy some of these formula and probably spend thousands of dollars on a formula because it does so well, but that is like the KFC ingredients, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know what it is, and it's locked up in a safe, because that is the thing that everybody wants to know. And so, beard care 101. Buy from a company that you trust. Buy from a company that has great products. And going on now to customer service. Do you want to buy from a company that you just don't know? You don't know the owner? I mean, I've bought from companies that I really don't know their owner. I kind of have an idea who the owner is. There are a lot of companies that I do know, like, really well. They're my friends. A lot of big companies that not real huge, but small batch like myself. I know a lot of these companies. I do. A lot of these companies have sided with me and got me started in this business, starting off launching BHT Grooming. They said, okay, this is kind of how we started out. And obviously, Bearded Death, they helped me with, Dan helped me with the labels when I first started, and got me started on making, my own labels. And I got the stuff I needed to start making my own labels. And then I started trying to use my creative mind to come up with some great labels that look good for me. I told them this is kind of the look I'm going for. Some people have a lot of great artwork on their oils. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm more kind of like, I like luxury, and I like clean. I like my stuff to look clean. I don't like my stuff to be far out there. Now, obviously, one of the oils I'm going to talk about right now today, here in just a minute, completely different than what I normally do. And I think it's cool because it's a drop. It's a limited drop. And when I think I do limited drops, I think I could kind of, you know, cut away from the beaded path and start another path of something different, you know, and I want to be different. I want to be thinking outside of the box. I don't want to be like every cookie cutter company out there that makes beer products. Obviously, I didn't want to name my company BHT Beard Company or BHT, you know, whatever. There's a lot of companies out there that say their name is this beard company. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to be just a beard company. I want to be a men's grooming company that offers a lot of things. And I'm going to be offering women's stuff, you know, like, you know, Raul, we talked about this, you and me and your wife the other day, about coming out with some cool stuff for women too, because I think that if men are buying all these things for their beards, I know a lot of women, they're like, this is stupid. Why are you doing this? But if the women understood how it works, and it's not just something that can work great for a man's facial hair, but it'll actually help their hair too. A woman's hair, just be more stronger, healthier, revitalized, smell good. You know, women love fragrances, but they're spending hundreds of dollars on fragrances. Same as us, guys. If you are a guy that likes to smell good, shout out to Frankie. Frankie likes to smell good. He knows some good stuff. I know some good stuff. We've got stuff in common. By the way, don't sleep on next month's drop. You don't want to miss it. It smells incredible. It's something special to me. Years ago, I put an oil out. It smelled different, but it was called Conviction. That was the name that I had for this special oil that I had, and it sold a lot locally. I never really went online about it. I never really went, you know, above ground. It was all underground locally, but I sold a lot of it. A lot of it. Men were still asking me about it, and I said, you know, I'm not doing that anymore. And the reason why is because I was actually collabing with the company with that certain conviction that I came up with. It had my logo, CB, on it. I don't know if you guys ever seen the conviction C on the front of it, but if you never ever did in the past, it has a C bubble, a B bubble. It's like a C, but it's a B, but yeah, it's got a C in the middle. And you see the C and you see the B around it for Chad Boney. That's my name. And that's my legal name. And so I made this conviction. And it was a collab, and I parted ways with that company. And I thought it was just something that's in the past. And, you know, and I came up with a new scent that I'm going to be releasing next month. That's going to be a lot, you know, it's going to mean a lot to me, kind of like the past of that collab I had, but it's going to be my own stuff. So you don't want to miss it. If you picked up the Woody Woodpecker, the first 15 oils that I sold, you guys all got a special little 5 milliliter dram of the new drop coming out next month. Now, if you are waiting on it, tell me, do me a favor. Let me just say this. Do me a favor. If you have tried BHT Grooming products and you enjoy them, go on Instagram and leave a post. Like, share my stuff on Instagram. Tag me at BHT Grooming, and I will see it, and I will repost that. And also, go to Google reviews, like search Google BHT Grooming, and leave a review there, and also go on my website. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but if you have time, I know a lot of us are online and we do things like that anyways, but go on my website and leave me a review because it helps people. It helps my business grow organically. By the way, I do have a special code I want to throw out there today. If you want to use and get 15% off of products on my website today, use the code GIG for Groaning Grace 15. It'll save you 15% off of products on my website today. So with that being said, I'm excited about every one of you guys receiving your packages. I'm telling you, I shipped a ton of stuff off. I'm telling you, ungodly amount of stuff. When was it? On Monday. Was it Monday? No, it was last Friday. Crazy amount of stuff. I'm telling you, I had a box massively full, and a lot of them was the Woody Woodpeckers. A lot of them was the Frosty Blends, and they're out now. This morning again, I shipped a whole bunch of stuff. I just seen the mail person come. I actually had to go to the actual post office this morning and drop off a big box because I ran out of boxing tape, packaging tape, and so I dropped that off over there. And Brian, who comes on our channel a lot, he actually had bought a lot, but Ryan's the one I'm thinking of, not Brian, but Brian bought bought a lot last night, but Ryan bought a whole bunch. He ended up buying like 2 washes because he knows how good they are. He bought a butter and he bought 4 Frosty blends, and he said, I'm going to be set, ready to go for the next few months. And so I stayed up late last night putting all these orders together to get them out ASAP. He placed the order at 9 o'clock last night, and it was in the post office this morning before 9 o'clock. So 12 hours later, he had his package on the route headed his way. Strong With You, absolutely amazing stuff, incredible stuff. That I'm telling you, Armani Stronger With You, whole flanker. I love the almonds in that. Amazing scent that they have. Question: do you know why hair would grow out to look like plastic, very thick looking? Like plastic? Do you know why hair would grow out? I'm not sure what you mean by that, brother. I've noticed this happening a while back. Didn't know if it was from the other products I was using. Possibly could be. I've never heard of that ever. I know that the castor can thicken your beard, and vellus hairs, which is the peach fuzz, can turn into terminal hair. And terminal is going to be thicker, darker, and they're the actual hairs like you see here. These are terminal, and more peach fuzz would be like, you know, the little peach fuzzes that you see. That shows that you have the hair follicle, you can grow that. If you don't have any facial hair at all, you may not have any hair popping up just yet. You may have some, you know, follicles that haven't really come out yet. But usually about 40 years old is where you really start seeing a big difference when it comes to a full-grown beard. So if you're struggling with beard care and you're not 40 yet, don't worry about it. You still got some time. So with that being said, right here, Woody Woodpecker. These are the new labels, all right? This one is number 27. If anybody wants to buy this one, I can ship this to you. Just let me know. But this one, I'm telling you guys, dude, I'm not kidding, guys. This one is smooth. This one, man, I'm telling you what, I almost want to make a fragrance in this thing because I've never smelled a oud that smells this dang good. So clean and good. Let me show you the bottle or the consistency here. The normal BHT Grooming consistency here. It's going to have the ingredients on the side there. Jojoba, argan, sweet almond, marula, castor. On that side, you're going to have scent profile right there. You can really see that. It says powerful tri-wood aroma. Powerful tri-wood aroma. 3 woods working here together. We've got agar wood, or which is the oud, guaiac wood, and we also got cedar. And I put on here warm guaiac wood, oud for character, and cedar for clarity. And I'm telling you guys right now, this one is an absolute banger. It's selling super fast on the website. I know people that are buying every single day that I don't even know. I don't even know who they are. I don't even know how they found out about BHT Grooming, let alone Woody Woodpecker. The only thing I can think of is maybe they are friends with Matt over there at No BS Beard Reviews. That's the only way I can think of it. But I'm telling you right now, this stuff, man, and it's not going to last very long. And you can pick it up at bhtgrooming.com. But here's what's crazy. I still smell this stuff even though it's shut because I feel like when I smelt it, a little bit got on my mustache. And I'm getting whiffs of it from the air. And that's what you'll get. When you put this in your beard and it's kind of windy outside, you're going to smell it all day long. And everybody else will too. So if you want to pick this up, I'm telling you, it's not going to last very much longer. It's going fast, guys, super fast. I'm probably getting close to about halfway gone from it all. Also, wanted to talk about the Frosty blend. I know a lot of you guys have purchased the Frosty blend. I just sent one out because Frankie just won one recently. He bought a pre-shave oil of the blank slate, so I got that headed your way. I sent that off. When did I send that off? Yesterday morning, I believe. No, maybe it was Monday morning. I can't remember when I sent it to you. But this is mine. All right. I want you to see how much I've used of this. Literally, that's how much I've used of it. I use it all the time. Show you the consistency of this oil. And this one's a little bit different. I've got it kind of flipped. This one's Babassu oil on the top, jojoba, sweet almond. Actually, you know what? I probably need to fix this label because it's Babassu oil and it's gonna have castor on the top. I know this because I made it. Babassu oil, avocado, jojoba. Let's see here. What else did we have in this? Yeah. And then on the bottom, it's going to have sweet almond oils on the bottom of this. So it's flipped. So I need to fix this label. I don't know. I think I probably would have mislabeled that. But these are the correct carrier oils in this. But check this out. This is the bottle, what it looks like. It's got Randy on there, Randy Cooley, right there. Actually, his beard is a lot longer than that. But that dude's got a killer mustache. You can't lie about that. That mustache is fire. Frosty blend, frosted lime, icy rum, candy cane, mint. And on the back, you're going to see right there, it says, let me kind of shut this so you can see. See that? Winterproof your MAME. BHT logo right there and the nice chiseled steel color right there. And on the back, you're going to have all that information. If you want to go buy something, screenshot that right there. My QR code will take you there. It's got all my stuff there, the socials and stuff, you know. This is made in small batch, guys. Listen, I'm not just your normal small batch company. Small batch companies probably thought, sorry, I was trying to read your deal. I was talking. Small batch companies still have a lot in stock. You know, they'll make a whole batch of stuff, and their batch might be 200-300, you know, at a time. My small batch is tiny. I mean, it's like maybe 60 oils or below, you know, or maybe 100 at the most. Very, very tiny small batch. But here's the deal. The quality is there. The quality is there. You never, ever have to worry about the quality because when you don't have that much that you're doing all as far as that many batches, it's all handmade and it's like hand done. So it's not like big machines, even though it'd be cool to get to a point where I have machines, it'll save me time, but I'm putting a lot of time into this and by hand. You thought about a growth or revitalizing oil. I have. In 2026, I will come out with a growth oil. I know a lot of other companies have come out with them, but you know, they've been around for a little while and I'm just getting started. Guys, listen, the BHT grooming train is taking off. It was at ground zero. It's moving now. It's already moving. It's not stopped anymore. People are getting on board, and we're going. We're taking off, and 2026 is going to be the best year. Obviously, June of 2026 will be my 1 year. But I'm telling you, I'm not playing around. If you guys think I'm sleeping on this and messing around, you guys are wrong. I put a lot of time into this, and I'm doing the legwork, and I'm hustling to get this name out there. I've got it all over. I'm sharing it, and I'm telling you, BHT Grooming will be a name in the grooming company, in the grooming industry that people will know in the next 5 years. I mean that, and you guys are going to be along for the ride, right from ground zero. So Frosty Blend, $19.99. You can get this right now over at my website, and on this one, you can save 15%. Now, the Woody Woodpecker, I'm not discounting it because it's so it's so limited. But this one right here is included in my limited drops, along with the autumn forage, and also the other one that I had, apple ember. So, and also the cocoa reserve. So those are the limited drops. This one's going to be around for the winter time, and then it'll be gone come springtime. All right, but this is going to be fantastic for your beards during the cold weather. So if you're worried about cold, icy weather, you just want something that's going to be different than your normal blend. You want something that is going to smell incredible. I love the smell of this. Frankie, let me know when you get this what you think about the scent. Seriously, let me know, because I'm excited to see your thoughts on this as a fragrance guy. My beard butter, my new consistency beard butter. Now, some people may not like this beard butter. Some people may love it. I don't know. But I will say this. I had a guy the other day. I'm not going to say who it was, but he bought 5 blank slate butters. Now, normally my blank slate would have a round logo here. It says blank slate BHT Grooming, but this was mine. So I just put the label on the side so I know what it is. But he bought 5 of these, and I never heard from the guy before. I didn't know who he was. Kind of been able to talk to him for a little bit, and him and I are going to be doing some business together. He bought out the rest of my 2-ounce butters of the blank slate. I think I only have 1 left because I found one after, and he bought like, I don't know, 10 of them or something. But he told me the other night, he said, he said the other night that 2 of his sons stole 2 of his butters. And I said, man, they must really know good quality. And he laughed about it, and he's like, yeah, they do. But this is the new consistency of the butters. And I love this stuff. All right. I'm going to show you this. All right. Because I haven't put beard butter in my beard today. All right. So it doesn't take very much. All right. Doesn't take very much, but I'm going to show you this. Okay. This is unscented, no scent at all. But show you how fast. That's what beard butter's supposed to look like, not creamy. All right. This is like 2 actual natural, high quality butters that have been mixed together. Perfect formula. So many grams of each one mixed in with some different carrier oils at a different ratio of grams. And absolutely no scent to this at all. But let me show you how fast this thing melts in your hands. All right. It's already melted in my hand. And my hands are dry, by the way, but that actually does help. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Hey, we were just talking about you, Ryan. I said, Ryan placed an order last night, or maybe it was 2 nights ago, and I spent a long time last night putting your order together. And I'm telling you, it's in the mail this morning. The box is packed with your 4 Frosty blends, your 2 beard washes, and what else? You got butter. So you're going to be ready to go for a couple of weeks, right? And then you'll be ready to get some more stuff, right? Anyways, this butter right here, it's just so dang soft. It makes your beard, you can see my beard, look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's not coarse, it's soft. And it feels so amazing. I could be like a person on the TV, right? Have slow motion, like, it's so soft. Anyways, stuff is fire, guys. And so I was also talking to Royal's wife, with him and his wife, about how women buy this this beard butter, and it could be a body butter too. I don't know if you guys have tattoos out there. I do. I use my beard butter all the time on my tattoos. It really just makes the colors pop. It absorbs into the skin. Can we use member discount on Frosty or others? Yes, absolutely. The only thing it will not work on is the woody woodpecker. And it's just because it's so highly limited. I've just decided I'm not gonna do the massive discount on the woody woodpeckers. And the reason why is because my members get 25% off, which is the highest discount you're gonna get by just being a member of the BHT Roundtable. And so I'm actually, losing money doing that. And so, because I'm telling you guys, I know I say this, you may not believe me, but I promise you that the woody woodpecker is expensive for me to make compared to what I would normally be doing. So, with that being said, my hands are good to go. My beard's looking fantastic, on point. I do have 2 combs today because only real beardsmen carry a backup, because you just never know if you need a backup firearm here. Not really. I couldn't find my comb last night, so I pulled out the bearded one. This one's big, and it's a great comb, but I like my Chicago comb number 8 better. All right. I know I'm weird. I don't care. And when in doubt, and you need something to back up those 2 guys, you pull out a little mustache comb, which I don't have it on me, I don't think. But anyways, lastly, what I wanted to tell you guys, I'm just going to hint around this. I kind of got something in the works here. Do you see that? Amber Trail. Amber Trail fragrance. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this label is kind of worn out because I've been carrying it around with me, and you just normally don't carry fragrances around all the time, but this is the fragrance right here, Amber Trail. See what that says? Extrait de Parfum. This is a 1.7 ounce. Since I've done a lot of fragrance reviews, I figure, well, heck, why not make a fragrance review real quick and tell you guys about this one. Show you the atomizer, show you the specs of what my fragrance is, at least right now what they're looking like. The bottles may change. I don't know. It depends on outsourcing, because obviously I don't make the bottles. You wouldn't expect me to, but I wanted to have a fragrance that looked like something you would buy at the store, like at a Dillard's or a Sephora. I know it's not exactly what you would probably, because they have all kinds of cool looking shapes of fragrances there, and maybe one of these days. But I have a lot of people in my church that have placed orders for fragrances, and it's not just fragrances that obviously I'm not gonna say this because somebody might listen, but I have a girl that I know that placed an order for Amber Trail because my wife was wearing some of this the other night, and she goes, "Man, what are you wearing?" She told her, she goes, "I'm going to buy that for my husband." So she bought it, or she wants to buy it. She's going to buy one tonight. I made one last night, and she's going to buy it tonight. All right, and she's going to give it to him for Christmas. But I have another girl that wanted me to make a fragrance of some random high-end fragrance that she gave my wife a sample. She had a little bit of it and wants me to make a fragrance that smells just like it. And so I'm doing that. Her husband is wanting a fragrance that he wants me to make for him. And his sister wants me to make a fragrance for her husband for Christmas. So I've got a lot of business going on that's not even on the website yet, but this will be available in January. But I'm going to show you the atomizer. I know it's kind of windy here, but I want you to see this. I don't know if you can really see the atomizer, but the atomizer is amazing. Now, this projection, absolutely stinking fantastic. I mean, you can even ask my buddy here at Wisdom with Wink. If you haven't checked his website or his YouTube channel out, make sure you do. This is a good friend of mine. He's a musician. He goes to my church. If you like daily wisdom, he gives them out every Tuesday, a video. I use BHT on my baby's hair, makes him smell good, and it softens his hair, softens his thin hair while softening his little head. So you can smell it all the way to California. I believe it. Amber Trail, it's making a trail of amber and tobacco all through the Midwest, all to the West Coast. I'm going to tell you right now, this scent is Alan, Wisdom of the Wink's favorite scent. His wife loves it. What would you say your wife thinks about Amber Trail, Alan, 1 to 10, as far as the scent on this? I gave you some of this during my discipleship class when you were in there the other day when I first made it. What did you think about it? How long did it last? I made some fragrance the other day for a friend and gave him the bottle, and it was almost full. And he said, dude, this stuff lasts all day long. And they're not on the website yet. No, they're not on the website. I haven't went live with it. I've just kind of been behind the scenes making it for friends that have been wanting it. But the thing that's unique about my fragrances, and this isn't a boast or, be prideful or anything like that, but I am kind of proud. I put a lot of work into this. This has 40% fragrance oil in it. Okay. And I know that probably doesn't mean too much to you right now. You have no idea what I mean by that. But the percentages matter in fragrances. If I was to give you a fragrance oil and you put it on your arm, it would be very potent, but it could very well possibly burn your skin, irritate the junk out of your skin. So obviously we have mixed this in some type of a base. This is a alcohol perfumer's base that it's mixed in. That's how you get it to spritz out in an atomizer, because it's oil, but you have to have the oil where you can mix it where it spritz. So I have the alcohol in this, but let's just say you go to the store and you buy like an Eau de Toilette, and it's not a toilet water, even though we joke around and say that's toilet water. It's not going to last very long. It may have, and I could be a little off on the numbers when it comes to the toilet, because I really don't mess around with toilets. And I definitely don't mess around with toilets. Plumbing, I hate plumbing. I will say this though. It may have 10%. It may have 12%. Parfums, like, the Eau de parfums, it's a step up from the toilettes. And cologne is even lower than toilet. So cologne like Brut 33, you remember that? It's not going to last very long. It's just a cheap cologne. You buy cheap cologne at Five Below. You want to buy cheap cologne, go to Walmart and get like the cheap stuff, the Geo or OG, whatever you want to call that. The smell like, smells incredible, smells just like it, but it only lasts like an hour, but it only costs $7 or $8. But if you want to get something that's like a parfum, a step up, it's going to be somewhere in the 20%, 25. And then if you really want to go all monster and just like beast mode, where it's going to last for hours, you're going to smell it at the end of the day, you're going to get compliments, you're going to get projection, you got to get it up there at least 40%. And I know that's a lot. That is a lot of fragrance oil. And fragrance oils are not cheap, and when you mix essential oils and you got to put all those oils in one bottle, it goes to about, in a 1.7 ounce, I'm going to tell you right now, it's about that much fragrance oil in the bottle. So where it's at right now is almost like if this was just filled up just now, that would be like fragrance oil. And then the rest of it, 60% would be the alcohol base to offset it, right? So you would have a 40-60 blend on your fragrance, but it would last a long time. And so that is why, I'm selling them for $35 right now, but that's to friends locally. But I think I might end up bumping it up to about $45 because I feel like I'm seriously losing money on this. You can shake it up. Yeah, it doesn't bother nothing. I mean, it's shook up really well when I make it, but you can always shake it up. I always encourage you guys by the way, with beard oils, shake them up, because the essential oils, the fragrance oils can separate in this. And maybe you have an oil that you've had for a little while, you smell it and you're like, man, I just don't really smell it very much anymore. Give it a good shake, boom, you're gonna smell it again, because you got to get a good mix to it. And sometimes these molecules will separate. This shouldn't do it too much, but you can always shake it up if you want to. But fantastic stuff, guys. And you can see this stuff will be available next month. Also, my new fragrance, or my new scent that's coming out, my new beard oil, it's going to be a main line. I thought maybe it would be just a limited drop. It's going to be a main line, ladies and gentlemen. So you're always going to be able to have it, and it's going to smell incredible. It's going to be great. It'll come in the butters. It'll come in the balms, and also in the fragrance as well. Again, fragrance line coming in January. BHT Grooming. Extrait de Parfum. So it's not going to be your cheap cologne. All right, it's going to last a long time. What's happening? Good to see you, Chris. Listen, gotta hustle every day. Boots on the ground, work hard, sleep hard. That's what we do, right? I know you can feel what I'm saying. We work hard, we sleep hard. And sometimes we don't sleep that much if we're staying up late working our tails off to get our products out, moving, coming up with innovations, ideas, all that stuff. It's always a hustle, always. But it's nice. It's nice when you get to meet new people in the industry, when you get to meet new people in the community. Um, and I think that it's always a good thing for business owners, especially like, in the community of like obviously small batch community, letting people know who you are, you know, who's behind the brand. Because there's a lot of companies out there that nobody really knows who they are. Check it out. I've done beer product reviews as a reviewer for years and have talked to several beer company owners and don't even know what they look like. Don't even know what they sound like. Ian Davis, good to see you. Lewis, are you talking to me? How are our sales going for you? Really good. Really good. I'll shoot you a picture later. I had a box that, man, I don't know. It was packed. It was a huge box packed with orders the other day that I sent out, and I actually took them to the post office because I could have had the postal worker come and pick them up on my porch, but she probably would have had a heart attack. But I took them to the post office. It's right down the street from my house, not very far. This morning I shipped off probably 16 packages. A lot of them this morning though were Woody Woodpeckers and Frosty blends. Save Ryan's and Brian's boxes that they had with a couple beard washers each and beard butter and like 4 Frosty blends. But other than that, guys, I'm excited. I'm excited about 2026 taking off and running fast. And I've got a lot of great ideas, what I want to implement and come out and produce. And I'm hoping to come out with some more designs with clothing. And just some exciting things that I'm not going to share just yet, but stay tuned. Guys, listen, if you're not went over to my website, bhtgrooming.com, go over there, sign up to my email list so that way you get all the drops that I'm going to be dropping, all the new things that I'm bringing, discount codes, when I'm dropping discounts and stuff. I know in the beginning when I started, I was throwing out discounts like crazy because I wanted to get the stuff out to people. Sometimes you have to do, you have to have a different method with what you're doing. And but you have to be business minded, because if you're giving things away all the time and you're discounting everything, you're never going to make money. I mean, it's what it is, I can give discount codes to everybody in the world, and it just kind of like it almost like depreciates your company. You know what I mean? And I know the product's good stuff, and so the stuff speaks for itself. If people want to pay the price for it, they're gonna get the premium product. And so I'm not opposed to giving discounts and stuff, but again, I put a lot of work in this. I put a lot of money into this, and so you get what you pay for. You really do. And so this is my living that I make for my family, and I hustle, I bustle, and I don't want no fussle. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, guys. No, but seriously, I appreciate you guys stopping by the stream today. I've been on here for about an hour. Wanted to share just a thought. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Chris? Does people really still go to Walmart and Target and go on random Amazon stores and buy just crap? Should I say that word? Junk? Are you kidding me? In 2025, are you kidding me? I mean, come on now. Have you guys not heard of places like True North Beard Co. or BHT Grooming or all these other companies that are trying to hustle and make real good stuff. Stuff that actually you're going to make a difference and see a difference over time in your beard. And it's not just going to be thrown to the wayside of just going to the store thinking you need to buy some cheap, diluted trash. Anyways, appreciate you guys stopping on here today. Make sure you go over there, check out bhtgrooming.com. Use the code today, GIG15, if you want to save some money today. To the end of the day, I thought I'd throw that in there. Since I don't do very much discount codes, I thought, you know what, I'll throw one in today just for you guys. If you haven't tried that Frosty Blend, get on over there, check it out, and make sure you guys subscribe to that email list, because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss what's coming. Take care, guys. Stay tuned. I got a video coming out on a morning routine. Also have a couple more videos coming out soon on a couple of heated brushes. If you are in the market, or maybe you're looking, or maybe you just like to look at this crazy dude talking about my thoughts on a popular heated brush that might be out on the market. You know, I don't know. I mean, there's a company that I enjoy their heated brush. They sent me a foil shaver, and I told them what I thought about it because it really messed my head up. And I've been using another foil shaver that's been doing very well. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to that foil shaver and try it again, because I'm not really a big foil shaver guy. I really am not. I'm a rotary shaver guy. So there's a big difference. Like if you're always using rotary shavers and you go to a foil shaver, it can really mess your head up. It really can if you're not used to that type of close shave. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I went back to the MK17 from Humminbird, tried it out, and it actually did pretty well. And I thought, holy cow, this was a very close shave. And I didn't use any pre-shave oil on it like I did the last time. And it felt like it was a lot better this time. And so this morning I thought, what the heck? What the heck? Why not try it again? And maybe I'll actually give a review, and it might not be my best, but might have something good I can find from it. You know, I hate reviewing things when I have to say bad stuff about it. And it didn't mess my head up this morning, but it wasn't as close of a shave as the other one. And I don't know if I'll even mention the other one in that video, but I will say it does its job. But there are other ones that I think are closer shave. So stay tuned to those videos if you're into that stuff. With that being said, guys, look sharp, lead strong. I'll see you next time. I really appreciate your guys' time, your support with BHT Grooming. You guys are awesome. Love you all. See you on the next one.